I'll tell you what, I'm loving this trail so far. So cinematic, not cinematic, but cinematic. Seems like practically every trail I've ridden here so far has been that way. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. We're here at a place called Centennial Trail, and I don't know what it is, but it seems like I always encounter this messed up weather. So let's take a look at that. And if you look out there, a lot of this stuff, I don't know how it's gonna roll with me today, but it seems to be coming in multiple areas. We'll see how it goes. I've heard a lot of good things about this trail, and that's why I've come over here today. I've heard it's really one of the better trails in the area. Will it live up to that? I don't know. Let's check it out. See you in a minute. So I just wanted to show you the signage here. It says biking only on even number days, on weekend days. Hiking and horses only on odd number weekend days. Strictly enforced. So I've heard, yeah. So here's what it looks like for 2019. Here we are in August, excuse me, here we are in July. So at the 6th, it looks like you'll be able to bike on a Saturday. Today is the last day of June, the 30th, so we're gonna be able to hit this trail today. Gives us the open route of everywhere we're gonna go. We're gonna start from here, and I was told to do clockwise from here and go all the way around. Nice thing being out here is they've got restrooms here, and so if you need to go in there and change, they've got a trash for us to throw all of our trash, and looks like there's plenty of parking. All right, so here we're gonna get started. June 30th. It's perfect, bikes only. And like I said, I only saw one hiker walking her dog and her cat. Okay, we're gonna do this clockwise. So we're gonna do Travois Trail. Some people say to do this clockwise, some counterclockwise. Wow, look at these wildflowers here. Look at that, guys. Isn't that amazing? That's some beautiful stuff. I figured I would just share it with you now, because we're probably going to be rolling pretty fast here. That's what it looks like. Look at that grassy meadow. This is so neat. Look at this trail. Flying through the grass. The only thing that concerns me is ticks. I normally don't encounter ticks here in the West. I know they're around, but they're not as prevalent as they are when I ride in the South. Look at these wildflowers. Various kinds too. Look at all that. Orange, yellow, magenta. This looks to be another scenic route. I would say it's probably better to do this clockwise as we're going. I can't imagine climbing this. But we're probably gonna have to pay for this later. Wildflowers everywhere. These daisies everywhere. Really nice stuff. Here's a bit of the overlook here. I'm not sure what that mountain is over there. I'll try to zoom in. But let's Give you a pan a little bit. Look at all that. There's the trail we're going to. Wow. This is Travois Trail, part of the Centennial cone. And it's threatening to rain still. Here's where I wish I had a dropper post that went all the way to the bottom. I can't stand making these left turns because my dropper is still standing out. I remember when I bought the bike, guy was like, I don't know if you'd be able to fit a 150 dropper put, because I think that would be perfect for me. I don't know that you'd be able to fit a 150 in there. So I went with the 125 and I've regretted it ever since. The deeper the dropper post, the lower you can go. It's not going to get in your way. The safer you're going to feel, the safer you're going to be. If your dropper post still sticks out, you're not as confident and you're not as safe. So far, no hikers up here. Which is good, because sometimes it's hard to slow down for them, and then if you don't know where they're at, some of the turns, woo! Let's see what we got here. See, I wasn't able to shift into that. That's one of the areas where I have, while I love the crispness of the SRAM, I really wish that they could do what Shimano has, build a shift into 3 to 4 boom right at a time. But of course Shimano has the patent on that. And then to be able to downshift would be nice. Boom, 3 to 4 gears just like that. But again, Shimano has the patent on that. Gotta stop to take it all in. Look at that. Sometimes you gotta stop and slow down to see where you're at. Take a vantage point and see where you're at, so you can appreciate the highs and the lows, and then you can continue to press on. I'll tell you what, I'm loving this trail so far. So cinematic, not cinematic, but scene-o-matic. Seems like practically every trail I've ridden here so far has been that way. Those were some big janky rocks. Glad I just filled up with some stands earlier. I wanted the orange seal, but they didn't have it, so I took what they got. Wow. So let's stop, take a look at that. Can you guys hear those rapids? I'm gonna zoom into that at another time. I can hear them from here. I have a dead cat on my mic, so you probably can't hear it. That's pretty beautiful stuff. Yeah. Looks like they've just recently done some trail maintenance here in the last week or so. Highly appreciated. Wow, isn't that amazing? Now there's a trail that's going right through there. I don't know if that's this trail. change of scenery, now into the woods. Very nice. Lots of switchbacks up here. More climbing. You would think it would be impossible to even find wild roses, but there they are, right there on the trail. All right, here we are again, stuck in the rain. I found some tree coverage here. It's just the weather here changes like on a dime. You know, it'll say, you read the weather app, it'll say one thing, and before you know it, get some shelter underneath some of these trees. It was coming down. Fortunately, there is no hail. And right now, I've been blessed, there has been no lightning. So we're just gonna sit tight. When life comes at you, you just gotta be patient. I know that this tough time has come to pass. So I've just gotta sit tight and go through it. As you can see, it is still raining, has not stopped. But I've decided I'm not gonna let it stop me. I'm gonna keep pressing forward. I've got a lot more to ride. I can't be out here all day and all night. If you remember last time I was out in the dark, it's not smart. So just taking a look at the rapids, we're gonna try and continue heading forward with Travois Trail in the rain. Just want to show you guys what we're looking at here. Some of these rocks are kind of slick, but I would highly recommend you do this clockwise so far from what I've seen, because if you do this counterclockwise, you're going to be climbing. I think there's more climbing in the counterclockwise than the clockwise. But you can't let the elements stop you. You can't let anything stop you. You got to keep going forward. One step at a time. That's what the narrow trail is all about. It's taking the road less traveled, and you press forward no matter what the elements are. And now we're taking it all back again, which means we'll be climbing probably here in the near future. But that's life, isn't it? Cyclical, sometimes up, sometimes down. I was looking for some elk, but all I could see is one deer in the meadow there. Maybe in a little bit. Stopped raining. Now we're on the Elk Range trail. It's more like a road, I guess. Keeping our eyes out for any elk, but seeing nothing at the moment. right. Want us to leave this gate closed. There you go. Probably gonna land up doing more climbing again. Look at the horses. You get to graze out here. All right, so we made it back. We made it back before sundown. According to MTB project and my other tracker that I use, according to that, it's about a 12.5 mile ride over here. I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I finished it. I'm not glad I did it in the rain again, but I guess that's just part of being here in Colorado. You get these weather patterns that'll change on a dime. You never know what's going to happen. I would recommend doing it clockwise from here and not counterclockwise. I think the climbing is equal on both if you did it counterclockwise versus clockwise, but it seems there's more intense climbing if you do it counterclockwise. But there's definitely beautiful scenery. You come out here, check it out. You will have a blast, I believe. But until then, stay strong and remember to travel the narrow trail.